Hey, this is Delroy Young. I want to talk real quick about the protests that has been going on. I had spoke with my son-in-law, and he had told me that they had arrested this man, on this news media that was trying to report. So then when I researched it, I found out that it was the man on CNN that they had arrested, being report. I mean, they let him go back like an hour or so after, but that also led me to also look at some other videos with regards to CNN, and I saw where they had this demonstration at CNN, and I was like saying to myself, why are they demonstrating at CNN? Why are they there at CNN demonstrating and pretty much vandalizing the building too? Because I saw this guy was breaking out the glass. These are our black and white supporters. We appreciate the white supporters too, who are in the struggle, because there is something very wrong in America, and it's about time to fix it. It's probably gonna take a revolution, which I hope not. Because one of the part of the problem with America is the president. When you have a leadership, over this country that have a mentality like that, when he thinks like property is worth more than the lives of people, then people are going to destroy property. If he's gonna come out and say if they start looting, shooting, we never send them out there to loot, and we don't agree with looting, but that's a part of that comes with the territory. You bring out the people to demonstrate, you're gonna have all sort of people, coming out there, and different people have different behaviors. That doesn't mean that because people are doing that the protest is wrong. At the end of the day, you have, material things are just material things. We can always, buy them back or replace those, but you cannot replace a human life. Once a human being is dead, he's dead and gone forever. And as far as the video is concerned, as far as the policeman kneeling in that man's neck, I honestly, I give you all thumbs up for being able to watch that video right run through, because I couldn't. Once I start looking at it, I had to shift it. I cannot even I cannot even stand to watch the video in its entirety. So that it just goes to show that how those people who watch the video, how traumatized they are, So what is going on right now is a lot of anger. It is very understandable as to why people are behaving, why it is so angry, why is this protest so different than other protests. This protest is different from other protests for a couple of reasons. For one, is that you have a president that does not have the understanding of what black people are going through, and that makes the protest even greater. And for two reasons, is because, like I said, to watch the video, we heard about George Zimmerman, but we never saw Trayvon Martin got shot. We heard about a lot of things, but we never see it. This one is you're actually looking at it, and you're seeing this police officer with ease kneeling down, his knees in a man's neck. I mean, how can you How can you really do that? How can you really how can you as a human being, how it is so hard for me even to express the way this thing looks, and what is making the people also so angry more is because the unwillingness of the police department to charge the man, the state attorney, whatever they call them out there, because to me all of them are the same thing. It's just one organization to charge this man for the crime that he did. It wasn't until the governor, not the governor, but the mayor came out and said that there needs to be a charge, that he barely put his foot into the door and charged a man with third degree murder. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? Third degree murder, come on. And the four other officers that should have been charged with accessory to this murder, because they were there and they were the only ones that could have done anything, because the people outside couldn't do anything, because they couldn't interfere with police work. They're the only ones who could have done anything. I could have at least said to this man, stop doing what you're doing, and they did not. So yes, they should have been charged. We understand, everything that's going on, but come on, when it comes to this whole thing, our voices have to be heard, and therefore you cannot destroy the news media. I mean, you would think that they would be out there trying to destroy Fox News, which is nothing but lies and propaganda. But they are destroying CNN, which CNN is to be honest, they are somewhat political too, but they are nowhere even close to Fox News. The point I'm making is that you have to have the news media, because without the news media there is no social media. You cannot depend on social media alone to give you information. You also have to depend on the news media. It is a source of your information. So why destroy that? Why take your problem? Why try to solve your problem with the people who did not create them? Because the news media did not create this problem. The police department did, and that is what we're trying to fix. And you notice that the news media themselves, that they also getting arrested to do their job, which is to investigate and to give information. So why are we destroying the news media? Listen to me what I'm saying, folks. Every demonstration, in everything that you have to have. You can't have leadership if you don't have a leader. You don't just get up and say that you're going to protest. Somebody got to lead that protest. And somebody got to lead that protest responsibly and know what you're doing. You can't just be doing things without knowing what you're doing. I saw also in Miami-Dade where the police, the chief of police department came out and he denounced the act that the police officer did. He said he hoped that his officers don't do that, because that is not a part of the police training. That is not a part of the protocol. Yada yada yada. So there's this man that he came out and he denounced that. In that sense. So I mean, why are you at the Miami-Dade police department protesting? Why are you there? Don't people who are with us within this move, don't target those people, that are with us, but target the people who are not. So I'm saying that, we have a lot of white people out there protesting with us. And I looked at the video, even with the CNN, with them attacking CNN, and I laugh at the guy, the white guy who he was there, and he was in the front, like doing his thing. So we cannot have a revolution about, with regards, this is not against white people, because not all white people are the same white people. Not all white people are racist. So you cannot make it about that. We have to focus our problem on and where the problem is coming from. Focus our problem on the problem itself, on the people who are creating the problem. What we have to do is to get together as a nation of people and said, this is who we are, and this is what we are not. What we are not standing up for. This is what we are not, gonna tolerate. And we get together like civil, and do it. But in this case, civility is going to be lacking, and that is understandable, because it comes a time after you protest for so many times and people don't get it, that you have to be violent. When I say violent, I mean if they're just destroying buildings and property, then that is not even violent as taking lives. Because remember that what is causing the protests is because lives are being taken. So anything else, if they are not taking life, they are not violent. This is not a violent protest. This is just a protest that cause property damage and things like that. We're trying to send a message out here, and this time it is different than the other times. This time it is with determination. But don't try to destroy the people or the properties of the people who are helping you to get your message out and to get your message across. What I say in this video is, leave CNN alone. Leave the news media alone. Leave them alone. Leave them out of this. And keep the focus on where it needs to be. Thanks a lot.